Okay, winterization of my 2007 Puma trailer. It will take 3 gallons of the RV antifreeze to do the entire 25-foot trailer's plumbing, and that's all you really need. And if I can do it, pretty much anyone can do it. It is quite simple with the right tools and the know-how. Okay. We're going to attempt to install a siphon kit, but also winterize the trailer. So we have to make sure that the hot water tank is empty. So of course we already did that. We took the plug out and we emptied it, and what you do is when you open that, you lift up this thing and it has a little click when it goes up, and what it does is it lets air into the tank, so the water comes out quicker, and it just gushes out. And usually we'll put that back in when we're all done winterizing, but that comes from out of there. Okay, so that was already done. We also had to make sure that the freshwater tank was empty. It usually is, but just in case. And there's a little valve underneath. There it is, right there. A little valve that I opened to make sure that there wasn't any water in there. It's right under here. Right there. Right under the tank. So it's got a lever in the back, and you almost have to crawl underneath there to get it open and get it closed, but water will come out of there if there's any in your freshwater holding tank. So that's under there. And you also have to make sure that your holding tanks are completely empty, which we did. So we already made sure that our tanks, our black and our gray tanks, were empty. Okay, you also want to make sure that your freshwater tank is empty. Ours usually is, but just in case, it's good to check it as well. There's a valve underneath the trailer, and you just open that and close it. You actually almost have to crawl right under there, but you know, you can just make sure your tank is empty. Okay, also when you're winterizing, you also want to make sure that you have shut the bypass off to your hot water tank. You don't want any antifreeze in the hot water tank. I have done that already. We just have the one bypass, and it's right there. So it's already in the position to not allow antifreeze in the into the hot water tank. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to install this pump conversion winterizing kit onto our pump. We found our pump under our bench seat. So we have to disconnect the fresh water and put in the siphon pump conversion kit, so then we can winterize the trailer. Okay, so in order to winterize, we have to install a bypass so that we don't have water in our freshwater holding tank. This is a pump converter winterizing kit. It's about $20 in the year 2012. So we have already installed it on the pump, and I'll show you that. this is the side where the water comes in into the trailer and then to the pump. It's actually this side that the conversion kit is installed on. So we used the female coupler that came in the kit and connected that to the pump, and then we connected the brass piece and then continued the water hose on the other side. The top part, it had a cap on it, but we had to take the cap off. This is the hose in which to pull the antifreeze out and through to your system. There's the bypass valve here. So when you're winterizing, it's in the upward position in order for antifreeze to come through. So we have tested it, it does work. We'll turn the pump on and turn a tap on and let you see how that's working. Okay, the pump is already on, and we turn a tap on. We've already got antifreeze coming through, so it is pulling through here. It's probably getting near the bottom, but it is actually pulling through. Okay, so what we did was we turned the pump on, we turned both taps on, and we turned it until pink was coming out. Then we went to the other sink and let the pink that was already through come through, and then make sure new pink was coming through for each side. We'll go in the bathroom and do the same. I may have to change the bottle because it's getting low. So we turn this one on. And I think there pink is starting to come through. And then we can do that. Then we do the same for the cold, and see it's gone clear again, but we wait for the pink to come through again. So there, and then the pink is starting to come through already. So, and we do that for each tap, including we do it for the shower head and the toilet. But I think what I'm going to have to do is go and change the bottle. Okay, so we're going to do the shower head as well, and don't have it spraying up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it come through here. I'm going to turn the camera off because it's kind of impossible to hold it and run it through at the same time. Okay, so we finished the tabs, we finished the tub, and we've run it through our shower head, and we'll let that lay there. You're also supposed to pull it through your toilet, and then, oh, that was quick. And then you're supposed to leave a little bit in the bowl, something to do with the seal. But actually, we're going to put some in the wastewater tank. And there we go. And that's easy. That's toilet's done. So now we're going to go outside and do the outside shower. You got to remember to do that. Okay, so we got to remember to do the outside shower, and then again, I'm going to have to put the camera down because there's no way I can do this with one hand and the camera. But it's the same principle. Turn one tap on, run it until you get a little pink, not too much because you don't want to get it on the ground. And then, but it is non-toxic. And then the hot, and wait for the old pink to run through and new pink to come through, and then we're winterized. Okay, and lastly, you want to pour a little bit into a little bit of antifreeze into each trap on each side of the sink, because you don't want that to freeze either. And remember to do your bathroom, your tub, and your bathtub and your sink, and then we're good. Okay, one thing we almost forgot to do was pull antifreeze through the freshwater intake. We've pulled the screen off of there, and the pump is on, and what you do is you push this little button until antifreeze comes through. And there you have it. Okay, another thing as well is there's these low-lying extensions of the plumbing. I don't know what they're really called, but you have to get antifreeze in them. And the way to do that also, it's already done as you can see, but the way to do that is have the pump on with the antifreeze coming through, and what you do is you just loosen this and it'll come squirting through, and then quick close it up and loosen this one and it pulls it through, and then you just tighten them. So they just unscrew. They'll start going squirting out. Same with this one, start squirting out, and then you get antifreeze in your low-lying plumbing as well. And that, I think, is the very last thing.